let's get things started now. Again, I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. Sorry, everything is late. Yeah, we'll go over everything here with the situation. And while I'm doing that, let me go get Discord open so that way I can, if anyone wants to pop in, I can just go ahead and that is this one here and back. Alright, that should be good now. As I said, we'll give it a minute. And then we'll actually get started with things properly, formally. Yeah, once again, I want to apologize. I know I did already, but I want to apologize for everything being so late. Long day. Personal stuff that I'm not really going to go into. You know how it goes. Alright. So while we're doing this, yeah, we had the update. I've played a little bit of it. Not the most, but an amount greater than 0. I've kind of got an idea for how some of this new stuff works with like the sound recorder and all that. And as you can see, we have a bunch of different stuff at different levels now. Like I have level 3 dots, which I mean to be fair I already did, but I mean you get what I mean with that. I have level 3 lighter, even though I wouldn't normally have that. 75, 70, so you see here, at level 90 it's here, level 80. This got bumped up a little bit more, I believe. This I think got dropped from like level 75 down to 70, don't quote me. Well, I have 19 salt, that irritates me, we're fixing that. Do I have all 3 salts equipped? I do, yeah, I don't know why I only have 19 salt, it has to be 20. Whatever. Alright. So, let us... let us. Yes, let us. Let us go ahead and get started then. Alright. Sorry, give me a second. Exit that. Go. Alright, so we got this new challenge called On Record, which seems pretty... What is that one then? Yeah, I'm assuming it's the music box. Yeah, so it's not too bad. It seems like it's regular fog, so it's gonna be average temperatures, a little bit foggy. Why is it? No, I don't want that one there. Yeah, so we get full sanity, 30%. Double drain, I did not know it was double drain. But then yeah, we got ghost speed, room changing. I didn't know I could change rooms at all actually. Roaming, event frequency. It's basically like what? Somewhere like between like intermediate professional with some of the new stuff there where it's placed around for that. So let's do that. And you can see we have a whole bunch of stuff. Nothing's tier 3, but outside the firelight and headgear, it's all tier 2. No sound sensors though, which is whatever. The one thing that does suck is no parabolic mic. That would have been really, really nice, all things considered. Parabolic mic would have been really nice. But, I mean, beggars can't be choosers at the end of the day. So, it is what it is. I already done this. I'm just gonna go on to, just for the sake of explaining, I'm gonna go to amateur, not because I need to, but again, I want to explain how all this stuff works. We're gonna go into Bleasdale because that's where the challenge takes place anyway. Because there is some bits of explanation that need to occur in order to properly understand how the sound sensor stuff works. As you can see, we have this. Now, this is level 2. The first one's a cassette player. It's a little bit annoying with the level 1 to actually figure out how it works, because outside of a little bit of a flicker here and there... Hello. Outside of a little flicker here and there, there's not really a ton of explanation about how the thing works. As you can see, also, new setup for right here. We got timer right here. You get the screens. You can see different cameras. We got video cameras. So as I said, it changed quite a bit. Also, I'm noticing Discord overlay is gonna be there. Honestly, probably not a bad thing. Probably should have disabled before stream. Forgot to. To be fair, not the biggest deal. I mean, hey, it makes it easier to know when people are talking, at the very least, if we're playing via Discord, if anyone pops in. But yeah, so you get stuff like creating paranormal sound recorder, drop sanity still, and then you get parabolic mics, whatever. But you'll get stuff like this, or like get 3 unique things with the camera, or anything of that sort. Alright. So we should be... I'm gonna check the temperature. As I said, we're putting it on easy mode just so I can explain without having the ghost trying to rustle my giblets out of my body. Because then I want a more active ghost, that way I can explain from what I've learned myself already. So, we're gonna start looking around. Actually, this is the perfect time. So if you hold right click, as you can see, record doesn't really do anything by default. But it does help, and one of the things I like to do is I like to hold it like this. You'll get prompted on the video camera when you do find something. So I'm hoping I can find where actually, if I can find the ghost room first with the temperature. It's like I would go with the camera, but I'm like, if we don't have ghost orbs, that might take forever and a day. In the meantime, yeah, 12.3. You can see we got a hiding spot available here at least. So that's good. I don't know, maybe I should go down my custom difficulty where it's not going to be any danger, just so I can explain better. But, yeah, whatever. Too late now. After we get through this, I'll actually go and play some proper rounds, but I want to use this as an explanation opportunity. Since they've definitely overhauled a bunch of things. For example, let me find the ghost room, or at least get out of the area first. Alright, I'm assuming it's upstairs in some form. Unless it's like right here. Yeah, it's 20. Okay, so it's gonna be upstairs in some form. Okay, so first thing we'll note, if we go into media, I'm gonna set instead of photos, it's media now. 5 photos, 5 videos, 3 sounds, and instead of 2 photos, you get, or 2 things you can delete, you get 3. So that's something that's immediately coming to mind. Let me go turn this on up here. Once I have an idea of where the ghost is, I'll just scan for ghost orbs. Admittedly, I probably should go with Tanglewood Drive just to make it a lot smaller. But I like this map as well. It's a fun map. We can afford to have a little bit of fun before we start getting into the ghost wants to murder me. Fortunately, okay, so it's probably either what we got. Study. Not study. We get this room. Nope. Okay, I'm not even gonna check there at that point. No, it's not there. Got bathroom. Bathroom? Nope. Let's do that. Which could be attic. Could be this bedroom. Okay, it's definitely not this bedroom. Alright, I think we have an attic ghost, unless I missed a room somewhere, in which case I'm going to look like an absolute fool. But yes, how is everyone doing in the process? How is everyone doing? Again, sorry for it being so late. Oops, I did not want to do that. Okay, there we go. Also, if you notice, we had breath. We can theoretically photo that. It's just a little bit problematic. Like you see, you got that there. I could have taken a photo of that. Do we have any? I'm gonna turn this off, just in the off chance. Oops. Okay, night vision on. There we go. All right. So, I was really hoping we had ghost orbs for demonstration purposes, because that would be really good for an example. I heard it do something. Did you do something over here? I don't think it did, but at this point I want to be sure. But yeah, if we did have ghost orbs, they'd pop up, a little ring would pop up, and it would show that I can capture it. Unfortunately, I don't think we have ghost orbs. Let me check the temperature. 3 degrees. 2, 3. Alright. Oh yeah, they changed what counts as video and photo and all that kind of thing. Like, for example, I don't know if you can get salt photos. My buddy and I have been playing. We've gotten the salt getting stepped in on video, but salt photos generally don't seem to count anymore. Which is really ironic considering that was the best way of getting photos before, and now they just don't seem to count for anything. Some level of irony, huh? Whoops. Hedges. Look away for 1 second. Alright, I'm gonna grab the crosses, just out of habit. I know there's not really any threat. We're playing on an easy difficulty. But I want to do this out of habit. Gotta keep it going. Because I don't want the one time where I'm like, oh, I'm playing on a hard difficulty. I'm not gonna drop the crosses, and then I need the crosses and I die. Like, I'd rather just play it safe and keep that out of habit. But yeah, so after we get this set up, we'll start bringing the gear up. This is kind of where multiplayer, you'd have people bringing the stuff up, and like what I did with my buddy was one of us bringing gear up and one of us bringing down sound stuff and looking for video and that sort of thing, just to try to narrow down what the ghost potentially could be. Like, it seems to be throwing a bunch of stuff. I just have that one there. Oh, got that, see? Or just threw. Object thrown. That counts as for a media than as a video. Did it breaker me? I think it broker me. Breaker me, broker me. Breaker me, Almo. I don't know. I need to go downstairs anyways, that's fine. I'll just get it on the way out. And by that, I'm gonna grab something, come back in, get it, and then go back upstairs. Okay, frustrating ghost. Even when on the easier difficulty, trying to explain things, Ghost said, "No, we can't have it the easy way. It's always the easy way or the hard way." Alright, so we'll get EMF, and I'll get Spirit Box while I'm here. If I had someone else, I could have a sound recorder. Like, I don't know, let's say I had my buddy here, or like I had therapy here. She could have sound recorder, I could have Spirit Box, you know, are you friendly? Get a response, record that. And as you can see, we got that. So stuff like counts for the video is like the door moving, objects getting thrown, if it breaks lights, manifests, if you, salt gets walked in. Now, it does overlap with a few other things, too. Like, for example, you can take a ghost photo, and like and there's 3 different types of ghost photos now. There's shadow, dots, and physical. Physical when it physically manifests or when it's hunting. Shadow during some events. And dots is, well, it's kind of self-explanatory. I don't think I need to explain dots ghost at all. I wonder what dots ghost could be. A ghost photo of. Same thing with the recording. You can get it on the video that way. Sound recording is the weird one because you can get parabolic mic from that. You can get spirit box if you could do the thing. Weirdly enough, the sound recorder is not an offhand item the way that the lighter is. I don't know why. I honestly would have hoped that it was. Oh yeah, also we can take photos of EMF now. As I said, we can get the gold breath. I was a little too slow on that. Like if I was walking around, I got cold breath, I walked back far enough, I could photo it if I was quick enough. I've done it before. Oh yeah, that happens too from time to time. Goes to a little bit more interactive now. More like ambiance and whatnot. I have lights considered to be on here. That would do it. Hey Ghost, you wanna answer me? Are we just gonna not? Okay, we have some activity going on. I'm assuming this is probably not a spirit box and probably not a dots at this rate. How's temps looking? -7. We're at freezing. Okay. Well, we know it's not a shade. Of course, it could be still possible that it could be like dots or spirit box. I just didn't get lucky enough with it. I'll come back and check that later. Most likely, I don't think. Well, it could be a demon. I've had a good track record. I've had a good track record with demons being particularly friendly. So I actually wouldn't rule out demon in this case. I know a lot of people are like, well, it's probably not a demon because it hasn't attacked me. Fortunately or unfortunately, my demons seem particularly friendly with me. Let's do this. I'll bring the sound up as well. What are we looking at? 86. Interesting. Wanted to check to see if I had Jinn at all. If it has done anything, I wasn't close enough to it. Also, I'll turn this on while we're going upstairs. Maybe if we're lucky, I might be able to get something. So as you see, we have a -12 decibel line. If I just record and do this there, I don't lose anything if there's nothing that goes off. So I'm just gonna be holding this while we're doing. Not really a big deal. If we get close and we start seeing activity on there, we need to start looking for it to be above, and it will record anything above the -12 line. Once we get to the -12 line, we can actually go listen to what the ghost said. I've gotten things like the ghost saying, hey, the ghost screaming, get out, etc. Like, the ghost actually will talk now. We need parabolic mic anyway, so I'll see if we can get it. Mic. Let's do that. I'm gonna go do a check once more for ghost orbs when I come back upstairs. Just in case the ghost decided not to give me gorbs before. But at this point I wouldn't be betting on it. Ay ay ay. You want to give a demonstration and everything goes to hell in a handbasket. Well, not quite fully, but I'm gonna get the dots afterwards. I want to bring up a camera first and check for a book, because book should be. I was gonna say book would be clear demon. Also, if I can get EMF reading, I can definitely just snag a photo. In the meantime, I am going to get my hands off the thing there in case my finger twitches. Oh yes, aura. Not paying attention to the rest of the words, I just see aura on the top left corner of the little book. That word's taking an entirely different meaning nowadays. Well, sorta. Sorta not. But yeah, that's another one where you can get with the photo and you can get with the camera. So it won't come up like an interaction photo anymore. It'll be an interaction recording. Not gonna put this on top of there. Can you write in the book, please? Let's see what the ghost does. So I set the toggle. In the meantime, I'm gonna go check. Oops. Yep. Definitively no ghost orb. Sorry, my voice cracked. Definitively no ghost orbs. I'm quite certain on that. Did that count for... No, it didn't. I don't think I was close enough. But you can get the general idea. That will count for freezing if you get the proper... Did it count that? Yeah, there we go. Freezing temps. There we go. Just had to be a little bit closer than that. What is the temperature looking like? Yeah, 7.5 still going down. This kind of is like, this is where you get the EMF kind of issue, and to an extent the dots issue with the sound recorder. It's just one of those things where the ghost might be super chatty, or it might just be super quiet and not really want to talk. So kind of just gotta walk around a little bit to see if there's anything in range. Nope. Alright. I'll come back. Maybe I'll grab a candlestick and light up that way. I can take a photo of that. Actually, no, I don't know if I can take a photo of that. I haven't checked. I can definitely take a photo of the EMF reader going off, though. Even if it's not EMF 5, it will still count as going up. It'll count as an EMF reading. But yeah, so you now need 13 pieces of evidence instead of... Or not pieces of evidence. 13 pieces of evidence, totally. 13 pieces of media instead of just 10. And it is split up a little bit more. As I said, I think the hardest one in order to get a perfect investigation is definitely the sound recorder. And I think it should have been an offhand item. If there's like one major complaint I have, with the new update, it's definitely that. I'm gonna give it a sec just in case maybe it is shade, and for some reason it wasn't counting me as in the room before I was doing stuff. I don't think we have. There's a really decent chance we have dots, or an Oni, or UV. I'm gonna get the dots up first, because if I can get the dots, I can get a photo of that, I can get a video of that. Shouldn't be that bad. That, and it will also let me know where the ghost is if it's an Oni. And also, there's definitely some dangerous ghosts in either there. While we're doing this, personally speaking, I find that the ghosts with the ghost orbs tend to be a little bit easier. I know I got some flack from one of my buddies because he was telling me, like, you know, how come you find those ones easier when you got stuff like the Revenant in there? You get the Mimic. I mean, that's true. I'm not going to deny that. But in terms of evidence-wise, it generally is a little bit easier, I find, personally. And also just outside of some cases, like I said, Revenant's not the hardest ghost. It's basically just don't let it detect you. If it detects you, you're dead. I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. Like, you are dead then. But, you know, provided that isn't the scenario, you know, you're generally looking pretty okay. Okay, we had Dot's ghost. I just saw that. Yeah, if you noticed there, that would have counted. So we have an Oni. That's an Oni. Must have given me no spirit box for some reason, which I'll go check for again in a moment. Bro, can you not just disappear on me? I'm trying to get a little thing of you. It's very rude. I'm trying to explain how this update works and everything to people. I don't want your object thrown. I don't want duplicates. Oh, this is my consolation prize. That's you trying to mess with me. Can you show yourself again, please? That'd be very nice, Mr. Oni. There we go. If I can get a photo of it now too. But yeah, that counts for specifically as you saw. That's photos, videos, Dot's ghost. Now, as you can see, that clearly means we got other stuff. No, yeah, no, you got other stuff. Oh yeah, obviously. No, we obviously got other stuff. And by that I mean we got, you know, ghost doing its ghost things. All right, let me get this. Not really feeling talkative, I can tell you that much. It'd be really nice if I could get a sound thing from you. I don't think we can have nice things today. Is that it? Well, whatever. I'll come back with the rest of the camera. No, I don't. I want to make sure I was paying attention if I dropped it or not. But yeah, sound recording I still want to at least show something of before we actually go on to a proper one. Just to explain. Now, it does make it simultaneously easier and harder. It is easier in groups. It's harder in single player now to get a full run. That's kind of what I found it correlates to. Just doing a little bit of practice off with both friends and without friends. So, kind of a mixed scenario, kind of a mixed bag. Some good, some bad. Oh, what are we looking at? 79? Don't need to worry about that just yet. It's a 50% hunter if it is in fact an Oni like we're suspecting that it is. Just walked by, as you can see. Hey buddy. Now I could record that, but we already have that. If I didn't have it, I would. What else do we need? We have the stick. We have... I'll grab the paramic at this point. Worst case, maybe... I don't remember if motion sensor counts. I think it might be a video one. I don't quite remember. But yeah, no, it's pretty self-intuitive when it comes to the scenario. I mean, the sound recorder is a little bit janky. It did take us a while to figure out you had to right-click to hold it while... More than I'm proud to admit. While it was showing specific signs, you need to wait for a sound to start. You had sound going before. You don't want to talk now? Is this it? You see me coming in to get the sound for you and you just said nah? Fine. Be that way. Be that way. I know you're just jealous. There you go, salt. Yep. You can see disturbed salt. Now, check for EMF. Which, not EMF, is the EMF, not UV. Which again lines up. No ghost train lines up. That should be an Oni. Buddy, do you want to give me one sound, please? Like, any kind of sound? I don't care if it's you cussing at me. I don't care if it's you screaming, get out. It'd be nice if you'd be a little talkative. Just got the paramic. Why don't I? Plan B. So we're gonna get this just in case. I'll get this, then I'll get this in that order. That way if he does pop up. Okay, I mean that was not fully what I was hoping for. I mean, it was a lot clearer. But there's also one specific thing with it. I wonder if we can get it where it's actually talking better. Because I've had it physically talk to me before. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. You want to talk a little bit again? No? Not even for me? Not even for chat? No. Yeah, whatever. Where's the sound recorder? Where did I put the darn thing? I put it somewhere. Huh. Chester. I put the sound recorder somewhere. Whatever. It vanished into the void. I don't care. There it is. I'll go one more time to see if this one wants to actually be nice and give us a sound. I just saw him right there. Unfortunate. Well, sometimes it will scream stuff like hey, or get out, or instead make the whispers like that, or just groan. And all of that's recordable. And that's where you get the sound from. So I'm just gonna go lock in Oni since we know what it is. I've dawdled enough. I have no idea if anyone wants to play, and if so, I'm gonna offer the opportunity to. Where I'm not in the middle of a round. So as you can see, it doesn't really matter. We at least got that. That kind of does sound with the whisper, the big whisper. And you can see we get stuff like positive EMF rating. There, in its physical form. Would be if it was Dot's ghost anyway. Must have been again, same thing here. It's more video stuff. But you know, it's pretty self-intuitive at the end of the day. You gotta treat it that way. You gotta treat it like it's more self-intuitive. Do I think the ghost is going to do X? That I would need it? Yeah, Oni.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Sorry. Water. Gotta stay hydrated. But yeah, basically comes down to a thing of, do I think the ghost is going to do X? Yes. Then we'll have to go ahead and record via that method. Okay, we have thing right here. Again, we have challenge for this. We have this one there, that's 4 times. And you can see we have stuff upgraded to there. I have this. I need more money. I want to get this upgraded. To be fair, level 2 is not bad. Whoops. Just less delay. Less funkiness. Anyway, if anyone who does want to play with me right now, by all means, please let me know. I can get you the code. It'll be simple enough. And we can go from there. Otherwise, I'll probably just go. I'll probably do. I'm feeling 3 evidence again. Gotta go back into this proper with the new update. We'll go professional back into the custom. Because that custom's only got 2 evidence. I want to at least be comfortable going into it. Not too comfortable, but when you effectively got to relearn some of that stuff, I want to make sure I still got it in me. We'll go for the sake of it as well. We haven't done Tanglewood. Let's go do Tanglewood. Do I have anything I need to replenish? Salt. We're fine on that, surprisingly. Igniters. Med. Okay. Oh yeah, you get debriefing now. And so you can click through. So that's pretty fun. Oh yeah, 3 unique videos, photo of any successful ring on the EMF, and 3 unique photos. Just capture media. Just capture media. Oops. Don't want to whack my car back. Model car on my desk. I don't want to accidentally whack that. Preemptively, we're going to do this. Set night vision on. You can see we've got the stuff there, contracts, daily stuff. We did the challenge mode. It was on Bleasdale, so we went there the first time. Basement. What temperatures are we looking at? We are looking at about 11-ish degrees, 10 degrees, or 9 to 11, about 8 to 11. Alright, so we want to turn this on, turn this on in the process. Let me go scan in here real quick. This is also a really nice, easy way to check for ghost orbs as well. Because if you have it just recording there, and you spot it there, easy confirmation, unless the ghost does something else. So I'm gonna go check down here. Do we get a cold breath down here for a moment? 6.5. It might be a basement ghost. 5.2. I'm gonna go check upstairs to be 100% sure, but I think we've determined the location. Oh yeah, we definitely have. It's gonna be like this. We want this right here, and since it'll be sitting there, okay, that's full. Baby's room is safe? No. This room's safe? No. Alright, we got that. Right here. Do we have the garage as safe? Don't go over too much more. We do. Okay, excellent. Holy voodoo doll, okay. Oops. Oh, God, it doesn't take up the actual footage until necessary. Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs and check for ghost orbs here. We've definitely confirmed it's down here in the basement, which is a good and a bad. Hiding spot right here is nice, but not when the ghost is down here. If it was like in the front, you know, this would have been awesome. Oops, I'm gonna put this above. Nope. Perfect. Hey. Don't you be touching the power now. It's very rude of you. You're not allowed to do that. Bone still is here, by the way. They haven't removed the bone. I'm just a little bit less priority heavy on it. Because, you know, it's not really a necessity. If I can't get all the other stuff. I mean, it is good to grab in a photo and all that, but it's not really as much of a necessity as before. As compared to get all the media, find out ghost type, don't die. That was kind of how we played before. Alright. Let's do this. Yeah, I know, yes, I still feel really bad for doing it this late. But I also didn't want to push it to Sunday. When someone I was talking about doing something with, and also just, I'd feel bad about having to switch even more things around because I already had to switch enough around this week. Let's do that. I'm gonna have to. How much do I have? 94. The one thing I am worried about is that this. If I get Spirit Box, my mind immediately is gonna go to this. Might not be, but Moroys are always dangerous and threatening. Because I mean, we have Demon, Moroi, Deogen's nice and easy. Shade's a joke. Jinn can be surprisingly painful. Wraith and Phantom each have their own nasty little tricks. Poltergeist, not the biggest threat, usually pretty easy to identify. But if it does have a bunch of bombs go off, a bunch of Polty bombs, can be a nuisance to deal with. So I find...
killing.
Excuse me? You want to kill me? Yeah, my Moroi sense is tingling. I'm probably wrong. I acknowledge that I'm probably wrong. Problem is that there's always that as an option now, because if it is a Moroi, I might be cursed. I'll check back in a moment. Spirit box. We have anything there. Dots will be a good. EMF is too finicky. Ghost Riding would be good. That's in Ghost Riding are the good picks. Let's bring these downstairs in the meantime. Yeah. Let's just drop these right here for the moment. Turn this on. I know it does have only a limited battery, so I should probably make use of that. I probably shouldn't leave it on too much, but we'll make use. It's whatever. Books first. Books first. That way, if I get them to write, I can take a photo. I can do stuff there. We can ghost writing. And as you can see, ghost writing. Ghost writing. Yep, we got ghost writing for sure. That has my senses tingling even more than before. Do we have anything else? You feeling particularly talkative? No. I'll be back. I'm also gonna check my sanity. If it seems lower than it should be, I believe ghost writing is ghost writing more. Yeah, more Moroi. I mean, okay. Think we figured that one out. I think we figured that one out. How much you want to bet freezing temps? I know I am. Could be wrong, but I'm willing to bet it. Because that went down from like 85, 95, somewhere around there, like 90% plus minus 5 to about 70 really quickly, staying in the light. That should not have been the case. Let's put it like that. Oh, can I? There we go. Figured twitching a couple times. Negative 3.4. There we go. Yeah, that's negative 5.8. Yeah, that's the Moroi. I figured, even if I had only 2 evidence on, I could have figured that out. It was too conspicuous for it not to be. It's very, very mean. It hates me. It hates us. I don't approve of such, personally. I have a UV stick here. It's not gonna do anything. I'll be fair in case it wasn't a Moroi. For some reason. Are you gonna step through the salt at all? I don't think it's gonna step through the salt at all. Well, whatever, man. So I'm gonna look over for 1 second. And I'm going to get salt walking and going, nope. Gonna check again. So I'm going to mark this for later. Yep. I swear, I'm gonna leave, and this ghost be like do, and it's gonna walk in the salt. So I'm so hesitant to leave right now. I just realized something. Is it gonna curse you if you use the sound recorder on it? It's still. Actually, is it going up or is it still there? I want to identify whether the ghost is. No, it's still. I'm half wondering if it changed rooms. We're waiting for this ghost to do its thing. Count for freeze. It did not count for freezing breath. There we go. Freezing temps. There we go. Is temperature going up still? If it is, it definitely moved rooms. No, it's still cold as heck down here. I still haven't had an opportunity to show off the sound recorder at all. It's like it's really just. It seems very chance-based. I don't know if there's a way to influence it more. Maybe just I have to talk in game and have it react that way, and me doing Discord is not helping. But I don't know. It seems very chance-based. The same with EMF. And I wish it was just one of those things I could toss it on, have it automatically record. Is that outside? No, it is. I'm just crazy. I've been looking for sound so much that I hear one little thing, I go insane. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm just gonna hold this for a moment. Actually, I can just do that. Leave it. Never mind, I cannot leave it. Well, as long as I'm in a certain vicinity to it. It's not gonna give me dots. So I might be like, oh, I'll just give it dots. No, we're bringing out more salt. More salt. And this. But yeah, no, perfection runs seem a little bit harder now. It's one of those things I think you're gonna need more players. It's not a bad thing, considering you can still make some really solid money by yourself. Okay, I mean you can see that kind of worked. It kind of worked. It did a thing up there though, which I want to see the temperature. 2.5. Yeah, it moved. It 100% moved upstairs. Yeah, it's right here now. I thought it did when it reacted like that, but I wasn't entirely sure. Alright. I don't have a lighter on me. Well, I'm gonna toss it right here. 'Cause at that point, it's just basically worthless until then. Crucy. Just make sure in case he decides to be Mr. Angry Ghost. You don't like that. Mr. Angry Ghost is not a good ghost. We'll just do this right kind of here, I think. We'll do that. Yeah, no wonder it wasn't going there. I suspected it had moved. That checks out. But like, yeah, if I'd gotten a camera there, I could have photoed the ghost when it manifested like that. Either this or that. I'll need spirit box. I'll take the EMF reader just for the sake of it. It does tend to help a little bit. Anything? Not particularly. Not particularly. I mean, it's doing stuff. It's doing something. It ain't good something, but it's just doing something. Alright, let me get that, because I wanted to test that to see if that counted. Something else I was thinking about. Oh, lighter. Knew I was forgetting something. Lights flickering, nice. Let's get that on the offhand. Actually, how much sanity do I have right now? Oh, I'm still carrying this. Honestly, actually might be a reason to carry 2 of them. If only because the fact of the power does seem to drain on this. Like, we're at 2 bars out of 3. Yeah, 89. I haven't checked to see if the motion sensor counts for a video or a picture. What does video counts for? I'm gonna check to see whenever it goes through it next. Gives me a photo. Okay, no, it's video definitely. It's not feeling particularly chatty. Oh, that counts as a light switch. I did not know that. That was me. Motion sense. Yep, that counts for video. I thought it would. You throwing things? You feeling a little spicy, perhaps? Okay, that's all the stuff that I need. I'm not gonna bother with the salt because I can't get a photo of that. Actually, I can try. Yeah, that just does not count. I thought it didn't anymore. But yeah, as you saw, walk through the salt, captured that. Ghost doesn't seem particularly adamant about speaking. You saw before, though, it went up the decibel amount. I didn't have enough time for it to actually count a recording. Because very briefly, if I'd basically get real close to the ghost if I would have wanted that to happen. So, what we're going to actually do now, knowing that, is not carry this. I'm going to take a photo of the voodoo doll. As you can see, that counts. I'm gonna go look for the bone briefly. It's not anywhere immediately nearby. I'm not gonna bother. Yep, I got the message, Ghost. You're not happy. Sometimes that can give off a sound, sometimes it won't. I think it has to be physical, but don't quote me on that. I've never had it play a sound on the Shadow one. Something that's singing will count. I know that. But yeah, sound seems to be the hardest one. As I said, I wish it was considered an offhand item. What the lighter is, I've tried. It takes up a physical inventory slot.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Oh boy. It's still not bad though. I mean, it's still another, still $1,200 for a rank 3. No bone either. Maybe if it was nice $64 anyway. Let's go replenish. It's about to be. I'm about to make some bad decisions. That's what we're gonna do. Sound recorder, we're gonna put 2 in. Just that way I have... we're gonna go ahead and make a bad decision. 2 evidence immediately. This is a bad idea. Which is why we're gonna stick with Tanglewood again. Get back into it. Especially by myself.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before
I can't use you all as shields if I die, or you can't use me as a shield if I die, or if you were to die. Alright, let's take that, because it'll heal me back to full immediately. 2 sounds, the sound recorder, parabolic mic, skip the ghost during a hunt. Yeah, I'm not as keen about letting the ghost hunt, obviously. Also, I don't have this there, so I need to check both places. Which, I mean, it sucks, but as long as I know where the ghosts spawn, or I know where the ghost spawns, yeah. As long as I know where the power spawns specifically, it's usually not that bad. We'll take this, turn that on, turn that on. Okay, close that up immediately. I hear stuff getting thrown. Pentagram. I thought I heard stuff getting thrown. Okay, suspect's in the garage, and he does... I went the wrong way. I did. Absolute clown material I am. Okay, that was that way. I know well enough that that's that way. So it's somewhere over towards the front. Okay, well, I mean, that's not a great spot for it to be, but... Gonna check for ghost orbs. Is this just today's no ghost orbs day? I should keep this light on, especially because A, I'm by myself, and B, I know I have higher sanity drain than usual. I know for a fact I do. That said, I mean, we're still not doing too bad. Let's get the crosses down ahead of time. Never know when the ghost might try to do a jumping. Might have taken the rulebook of Jujutsu Kaisen out here and said, yeah, everyone's free game. Also gonna check this area. I'm gonna check this again, just in the off chance. So let's check in here, because I know sometimes ghost orbs have spawned in the bathroom. Just because the size of this room is kind of small. Luckily, I know with at least this game mode, or not game mode, custom, I'm not going to be changing the rooms at all. I did specifically set that to that, Just because of the fact that I don't want to be dealing with the ghost shifting rooms while I'm dealing with 2 evidence and trying to figure that out based on behavior. It's a little bit more annoying to deal with. So at least we know it's going to be a real frontal. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we missed it, but as you saw, sound again. So the ghost did say something or other. It would be kind of cool if, I don't know if it's the case. I could be talking something that's already there. But I would like something for, like, if the shade was in its room and it had, like, a little voice line that was like, they're gone, that you could pick up and be like, oh, that's a shade. Plus, it would make the sound recorder more unique in that regard. I think that would be kind of cool. Because one of the things that is annoying about a shade is you sometimes just have to wait for a while for it to do anything. And I've had some cases where just the ghost has been really slow to do anything before, and it wasn't a shade. So sometimes you just gotta... I'm gonna do this at the same time. Okay, I'm inclined to say most likely I'm gonna put this right here for the moment so I can come back to it. Yeah, we'll have to do that. I'll get the dots in the room in a second. Why am I getting... Wait a second. Sorry. Just bump that up for tomorrow. There we go, sorry about that. Just reconfirming something as I just got texted. And also saying I'm streaming right now and I'll talk more about it later. Yeah, let's get these dots set up. Actually, while we're here, got nose, gearbox, so ghost orbs. So again, easiest thoughts are could be something in here. I don't think I've seen anything particularly interesting happen in the room. My thoughts go with shade for right now. Never mind. Man, I wish I had my camera right now. I don't think this thing's gonna be going off for much longer. So I got in the camera. Could have got on it doing the little thing. Oh well. Let's get this preemptively as well. Gonna grab the lighter. A second sound if I need it. Thinking. I'm thunking even. I'm thunk. That doesn't make sense. You just be like, he's right behind me, isn't he? Womp. Ah, ghost. Just gonna check once more to be sure. I would say the ghost, the camera being here, also recording the ghost orbs, does help if you have the dots up. Because if you miss the ghost orbs and you have the dots up and it becomes hard to see, it's an option. Check that. I'm gonna put this right here. I'll take the camera out. I have suspicion we'll be seeing ghost writing momentarily. I have a suspicion we'll be seeing Ghost Ring momentarily. Ghost, this is your cue. Like, you gotta have something of these. Really? Fine, you're doing this out of spite. Okay. Of course. Okay, that's not a good hiding spot there. I'm gonna go check the occasion real quick just to see if there's any. Ah, here doing stuff, of course. No, you can't be a nice ghost and like not ruin. Like you can be a nice ghost and not ruin my day. Apparently that's too hard. Well, it did, wasn't in the room when that happened. So again, I'm leaning towards shade still. Ghost writing. Excellent. 2. Yeah, I'm not sure actually. I'm leaning towards shade, just in the off chance, because we got ghost writing, which is a shade thing. Dots is gonna have none of these. I mean, to be fair, it could just be hiding one of these. We have to consider that. Actually, we can't consider a couple of things. No spirit box. Not you, not you. No ghost orbs means not you. Ghost orbs isn't required for anything there. I'm gonna check freezing temps, because we haven't checked temperatures in a while. If I get... Dang it, where was I talking? I've not gotten temps in a while. I should have done that earlier. Okay. Oh, that should count. Yeah, it is pretty cold, man. Ooh, okay. Let's go check what my sanity's at. Cause I think it's probably a demon, unless it's got some weird stuff here. Can't be that, could be if I'm hoping I'm above 50. If I'm above 50, okay, it's definitely a demon. It literally can't be anything besides a demon. I have 88%. That is a demon. I don't feel like dealing with you. But, I mean... Yeah, I'm not... Okay, I'm taking this in here just in the off chance. I'm not risking it. I mean, I'm risking enough going back in for... I mean, this, but... I'm not taking... Also, the crucifix is no longer red, I've noticed. It burns it instead of staying red, it turns back to a metallic color. That's a visual bug. Alright, let's get... Motion sensed, there we go. unique sounds. I don't feel like dealing with a ghost right now. It's a demon. And not the hardest ghost. I would not put it up there. I would particularly put it as annoying, though. Because demons are not known for being easy to deal with. Very, very angry men and women. At least it gave me a nice heads up to say, I don't like you. Oh, I got 9%. Because, yeah, no, it has to have used its ability to try to kill me. That's the only way it would have. Got any sounds? No. Oh! Okay. Oh, it's a duplicate. Help. Okay. It's cold and it wants help. Well, if you want to murder me, you can keep that help and shove it somewhere where the sun don't shine. Yeah, demon. As expected.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
I didn't feel like dealing with that. I mean, I'm still gonna make good money. Still like 990 bucks, despite not having much. But again, I was not gonna deal with the ghost that was gonna potentially kill him at any moment with that, because I know that thing's gonna start burning crucifixes rapidly. Where is that light switch toggles? Where's the ability ghost? Basement, cool. Detailed statistics. Interactions. Where's the ability usages? I could have sworn there was something for the ghost about ability usage. Abilities use, here you go. No, that was just... I guess maybe it doesn't count as an ability. It could be. Might count as an ability. But, yeah, there goes my crucifixes. It's whatever. I mean, we got enough to upgrade this now. One of Boney's best SLR cameras, complete with a wider lens, higher image quality, and quick processing power. Alright, so we got strong paranormal resistance and a lot less time. But yeah, we'll start getting, when we get to level 65, or 60 rather, I mean, we'll have sound recorder level 3, which is, I know that one's nice. I've used that one. This one's real nice. Tripod seems decent enough. I mean, this tripod, I don't use them a ton, but it's good to have them when you need them. I'm still gonna say it right now. I still think the UV light, the level 2 version, is better than the UV light level 3. Yeah, it's 1.5 seconds rather than taking like 10. And it lasts for only a minute before you need to recharge it, but it's not electronic. Also, it covers as an area light rather than just in the direction that you're facing. So, that also tends to... We're gonna go Willow Street. What are we thinking? I'm thinking Willow Street. While I'm here, does anyone feel like playing? Besides, there. I don't know if anyone is particularly interested. I feel I should offer. Just in case. Be a little bit rude if I didn't. I'm gonna stream, I'm gonna mark myself as playing with viewers. Oh, I'm not even gonna ask. You know, it'll be a little bit rude. It'd be a little bit rude. So, is what it is. I'm assuming, given the silence, we're going to assume that is a no. Well, if you do want to, let me go ahead and do this real quick before I get the next round started. If you do want to, we got a Discord right here. And by that, at that point, feel free to pop in, feel free to join. It's the easiest way to be able to play. Just let me know. Pop in so I know who you are. I can DM you the code. Simple as that. On top of that, also able to stay alive. Able to stay alive. Yeah, totally. Able to know when I'm going live. That's what I was trying to say. There we go. Sorry. Ay 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 ay. Oh, sorry. More water. I know I mention it every now and then, but that 2-liter water bottle I have is... It's doing work and a half for me. I swear. Alright. We're doing Illustrate. If anyone is curious about my settings, I'll go over them right now before I do. Starting sanity 75, as we saw the last run, I actively keep 1 pill immediately used. Works really well for a single player, even for 2 players, because yeah, we only get 1 pill each, but you know, it is a nice way to at least take a small chunk. And 25%. 50% faster, player speed's a little bit slower. Ghost regular speed, a lot of roaming, no room changing. Low activity and event level, friendly ghost is off, obviously. 2 evidence, 50% chance with a minute. Hunt duration's high, so it's about a minute. Grace period of 2 seconds, which is usually what it does in some of the things that we at least have a chance to react if it hunts. No setup time, always heavy rain because that gives a nice bonus. Also keeps the temperatures at a decent level, I found. I like heavy rain for that reason. Is that way it's not going to be something like where it's clear, where it's going to be 20 degrees Fahrenheit. And you have to go, well, is the ghost actually in here because it's barely, you know, it's only 18 in here. Is it the ghost? Or is it because the power's on? Or not, or power's not on in this room. A couple hiding spots, not a ton. Sanity monitor. Activity monitor I haven't really been using. Sanity monitor I like having. As long as I have cursed possession being whatever. 1 item of whatever. Fuse box, as long as I'm playing on maps where I know where the fuse box is, like Willow Street or Tanglewood or Bleasdale. Grafton I know. Point Hope, I know it's always gonna, it's either gonna be right immediately up front, or it's gonna be up one of the towers, or one of the floors. There's always something you can discern with that. And I mean, those are the ones that we generally go to anyway on stream, so yeah. Looks like this is going to be a tough one. A man has fallen into the river in Lego City. I can't do the voice correctly. 3 unique videos is easy. Parabolic mic sound. Get the ghost to glow out a firelight. Yeah. Get the ghost to blow out a firelight. Also, after this stream, I'm gonna have to go check in with a couple people because I don't entirely know. I say this with people that are live, and also just for the people that are also. I say this with people that are live. I say this also for the people that are interested in future stuff or watching this on YouTube. I'm about to check in with some people and see what my plans are for next week. Because I would need to know if I'm doing anything specific with them. Because you never know. You never know. Let's do that. Phone's right here. That's really nice to know, actually. Let's check. Unfortunately, I don't think it's right Everything's temps. 9.1. I'm trying to think. If we're lucky. If we're lucky. Is that the garage? Shit. Alright, we're gonna put that right here for the moment. I guess we know where the ghost is now. I mean, it helps. I'll go check for ghost orbs properly in a minute. I want to check my sanity first of all. Oh my goodness. Okay. I spent 25%. I was in the dark, so I'm like, I forgot to pop one of those pills. Okay, I'm down 25%. My immediate thought goes to Jinn. I don't know if I was in dark long enough for it to go down to about 50%. Because I was ghost bait there and I didn't even realize. My immediate thought is definitely Jinn. So normally it does not go down that much. Even with the ghost flickering and doing its thing. So... if the ghost wants to be mean, so be it. Let me check to confirm it's in here and not the garage, first of all. Okay, no, it's definitely not in the garage. I will go in here just in case. Is there... mirror is here, though. Not gonna mess with the mirror. Not only because I don't have a reason to. Today is no Ghost Orbs Day. Sorry, I guess I got left out of this holiday. Ghost absolutely trying to mess with me. Apparently today is no Ghost Orbs Day International. None here. Not a mimic. We would have needed to see Ghost Orbs for that. This. Again, immediate concern is that I sense Jinn. Because 20% is a huge jump. And I know in the dark, even zooming around, like the way I am, checking around and doing stuff there, I would have maybe lost 10%. But 20% seems a little excessive. And that's kind of what has me a little bit concerned. If I get pieces of evidence for a Jinn, I'm definitely going to select Jinn, though. My Jinn detector is going off the charts with that. You don't see a spike like that without Moroi with the thing going off and no spirit box. Again, I'm leaning towards Jinn immediately. If it was a demon, what it was doing, I probably would have done something there. It could be an Oni if we get dots. Actually, if we get dots straight up, it has to be an Oni. Because if I can see dots physically, it's gotta be an Oni, because Goria would not show up with dots. Not without a camera. Which... I'm looking. And at that point, if I know it has dots, because I see it from the camera in any form, I know at that point it's gonna be a 50% hunter. Can we not? EMF 5. Son of a gun, it is. I might not have my camera on there to grab it again, but son of a gun, it definitely is. EMF 5. I recognize that sound any day. And I saw too. That's a Jinn. I also know it's not a shade because it did something. We should not be having dots then. We should be getting UV or freezing temps. Again, it might be something. I mean, it technically could be any of these things, but the fact that I haven't had any of these leads me to think, like, actually, we can know it's not this and it's not that. So we know it's not those. Something could have been anyway with the EMF. I mean, I guess the easiest way to tell at this point is just bring more stuff in. I'll go for the bone in a little bit. Just because the basement is such an awkward area and I don't want to get my pants. As I was saying, I don't want to get my pants pulled from under me. Oh, Jesus. Startled me there. Okay, dots. It's one of these. Okay, I guess it's not a Jinn. Oh, we know it's not a Goryo. Fool me once, Ghost. Shame on me. Let's put this like right here actually and put that hugely into the room. Cause it covers a good chunk. Alright, you know it's not a Goryo, because we saw it on there. I'm leaning towards Oni. Easiest way to test for a Wraith at this point is going to be if the ghost is able to step in salt. At that point afterwards, it might be worth letting the ghost do some funky business. So like the only other way that could have been, if it wasn't a Jinn with how much sandy I burned, as I said, it probably was an Oni then. Let me go see if I can get this on the camera. Just in the off chance. Okay, apparently I have to actually be watching. Fine. We'll just sit here for a moment, and hopefully you'll streak across the screen. Like a luminous, glowing green gummy bear, I guess? Sour Patch Kid? Like Warhead can? I don't know. I don't think I have candies now. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's very nice, Ghost. Thank you. Ava Hall. Eva Hall. Ava Hall. Mrs. Hall. I know Mrs. Hall. Well, not super well, but I visited her once or twice. She was friends with my grandma for a long, long time. Went over to her place a couple times when she needed, when my grandma was out and we needed someone to watch us. She was pretty chill. I have a camera on me. I didn't even realize. I didn't care it's the camera. Actually, I should turn this off if I'm not using it just because the battery does this does have a battery on it. son of a gun. Okay, while I'm here. Ah, nuts, I didn't mean to do that. Motion sensed. Okay, well, I know it's not a Wraith. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Oni on this one. Worst case, I have a 50-50. I get it wrong. It happens. Got the motion sensor, right? Yeah, motion sensor I got. Am I flicking that? Nice if you could. You know, walk across the dots or something. Okay. Left click, I should right click. Oh, I missed it. I mean, I got what I wanted. Just not in the way that I wanted. Good job, Appy. There you go. Did that count for anything? Okay. Ghost was probably cussing at me. I choose to believe that's what the ghost was doing. Because this ghost seems like the type that would. Firelight. Get this bomb here. I need more salt. If I can get that, I'm gonna go 2-on-1. So it's either a Raiju or an Oni. I guess what I could do is test, like. Oops, sorry, I plug in and then it turned off my headphones, which tends to happen sometimes. I probably should have been a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, that seems like an Oni behavior. Especially if I check the... How much did it do to me? Fire extinguish, ghost, EMF reading, dots, ghost. I'm looking for a specific number. If I see it, or if I don't, I have an idea. Oh yeah, that's definitely an Oni. I was expecting it to be like mid-70s. It's higher than I thought. For some reason, it's not. Well played, Ghost. You did more damage to me than I thought you did. Well, the easiest way to get this is just camera. Look at the sound recorder just in case. not very nice. I don't think it likes me, chat. I mean, to be fair to it, I kind of did just roll up onto its house. Territory, whatever the memo is. So, kind of hard not to blame it for being a little bit upset. I might try to get a little bit more on it. I don't know if it'll be perfect run equivalent. I don't feel like having it hunt me. I know it's an Oni, it's not the biggest threat, but I don't know, I feel like not having to worry about the ghost trying to jump me. Just try to enjoy the update. Oh, I don't even need it to. I literally just need sounds at this point. Yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna go pop a pill. That's more or less full. And see if I can get some sounds off of it. I'll even bring in a... I'll bring in this, I'll bring in this again. Actually, I'll bring in the second one in a second. Let's look at a sound off of the Oni. Watch it be a Raiju this entire time. It wouldn't be the first time I've had a 50-50 like this, but again, I think based on the amount that it's done and how it's behaving, I think it's more inclined to be an Oni. Oh wait, didn't it turn off the power as well? No, it didn't turn off the power. It's the last map. Power started off on this map. Pass. Is pass an option? I don't know if pass is an option. In here doing your thing? No, you're not gonna give me any sound over here. No, we're not. You're gonna do that, but you're not gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. I see how it is, Oni. I see how it is, Ghost. What a mean ghost. Alright, anything I've... You're not talking at all. Turn this off. Actually, this is a good moment to check, just to confirm the event. Get double confirmation. While we're there, we'll also check to see what the ghost actually said. It said something about coming to find it.
Can't find me.
And he's like,
Can't find me.
can't find you or come find you. I don't like either of those options, to be fair. Both of those options suck. I'm gonna pass, Ghost. I don't know if that's an option in your playbook, but as the one playing on the stream, I make the rules. Your rules are you can't do that. I swear it's gonna be like this. It's like, it's a mimic. It's a mimic. What do you mean it's a mimic? It's a mimic. No, it has dots. It can't be a mimic. That's how this goes. Oops. But yeah, no, unfortunately, the sound recorder's kind of just up there with the EMF and the parabolic mic of things that are just a bit of a nuisance. Are you friendly? See if that works. It's a response. I don't think it will, but it's worth a shot. No, it wasn't enough. Oh, it did.
I took the personal story, took my story about
Okay, it's weird. I mean, yeah, duplicate here is where it sucks, because you need to get the ghost doing something, you need the groaning, you need the talking. I'm sure there's a code here. I mean, if it is still in its early stages. Sort of, yes, no, sort of. Yeah, I think we'll just go. We've spent enough time messing about with this Oni. As I'm pretty sure it's an Oni. If it's, again, if it's a Raiju, well played. Like, I know I'm definitely not perfect. And more experienced, we would definitely go, okay, this is definitely this ghost, or this is definitely that ghost. I'm leaning towards Oni just based on the behavior. So they're not stories. Oni, yep, I was right. Okay, I thought so. I thought so based on the behavior. It was too conspicuous not to be an Oni. That's still 1,600 bucks. I mean, that's good money. We're definitely leveling. Yeah, get to level 5 there for extra bucks. We just got 2,000 bucks from that. That was nice. Ghost was still mean though. Still very mean. I don't agree with it. But it is what it is. $3,000. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I think I will. Simply because the fact that I don't have anything better to spend my money on. And if I need this, I can just go ahead and put that up somewhere really, really nicely. But yeah, it's very possible I might be just not thinking about something that I need to be with it, but hard to say. Hard to say. Um, hmm. I'm thinking. Oh, stream caused an issue. I was gonna say, I'm thinking we might just end things off soon anyway. Just given the time, it is a little bit early. I say is we do 1 hour 45 to 2 hour streams generally, but I don't know. I'm thinking we might end things off unless someone else wants to go a round or two. So it's something of a quiet night. Not that it was bad, but oh yeah, Twitch might have bugged out. Yeah, I think we'll end things off though. Especially if Twitch is in fact bugging out in some forms. Oh well. So I'll give it another second just to make sure. Okay, no, we seem to be back. We seem to be back. Okay. Your stream bugged. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Sorry. I know that happens with Twitch sometimes. Because on my end, it was still recording fine. And I saw one of my screens that I was watching from for a moment. Because I know my one main screen clipped out. My other one that I was watching from as my backup, my phone, still was going fine. So, I know that tends to happen. Sorry about that. It's wonderful Twitch things. Yeah, well. Anyway, does anyone want to play another round, or do we think we want to call it here? I can go for either or. I'm not going to be picky. But I feel I should offer before I do anything. Meantime, while we're doing that, I'm just going to make sure I got everything I want for next time. That'd be next round or next thing there. I'm just going to buy 3 more of these. I don't like how it's staying at 9. That irritates me. Something with this. Hey, Eastonham. Alright, that's better. That feels better. I still need to work on doing this more. Maybe I'll do an impromptu stream during the week. Where it's just no threat, just work on grinding this out, talk some, have a good time. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, I'm assuming, given lack of response, that it's going to be a no. So in that case, I think we'll call a stream here then. As I said, overall, I do like the new sound stuff. I wish the... As I said, the only one I have particularly issue with the media system is the other thing there, where it seems very made for multiplayer, where you get like a parabolic mic and someone doing the thing there, or you get spirit box with someone testing for it, you know, that sort of thing. So it is a little bit funky, because we're in that kind of that weird spot where 4 times a perfect run would give you a ton of money, and it's very possible to do. But they're here, break the bank, dedicated. Oh, I didn't even notice we had all of these right here. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever noticed these. Either they were new additions, or I have not even thought about them before. So I could have sworn that all these were empty. We have, whoops. Spirit, Wraith, Phantom, Polty, Banshee, Jinn, Mare, Shade, Demon, Yurei, Oni, and Mare. Have I not had a Revenant yet? I think the one time I had a Revenant on stream, I died. Yeah, I think the one time I did anything there, they're Onryo, Twins, Yokai, Hantu, Goryo. I like the little dots with it. The shade, little thing on the miling with the little hood. Obake. Thay. Yeah, it's decaying. This makes sense. Deogen with its 3rd eye. Moroi. Mimic. Yeah, it's doing all those things. Raiju. Now, have you considered a Mimic mimicking a Mimic? I'm assuming not. I do remember, I know on my other account I have 2 of these trophies at some point. I'm getting distracted. I'm just yapping at this point. Either way, I will say, thank you all for popping in. I appreciate it, even if this stream was very chaotic and simultaneously not at all. Maybe next week we'll go either see about doing it with some more people. Hopefully it'll be a better time. I know most people ain't gonna have been able to see this live. Normally would. Which again, sorry about that. You know, as I said, hopefully there will have another better time next week, or maybe we'll go pop in and play on some public lobbies. Or maybe I'll just make a multiplayer room and set it to public and see who pops in. Could do that too. Would be utterly chaotic though, and we'll see. We will see. Until then, I think I'll call it here. take care, halflings. Have a wonderful rest of your, well, I'd say day. It's more night in this case. I guess for the sake of posterity, have a wonderful rest of your day.